few months ago, I licensed some of my drone footage to ESPN. In this video, I'm gonna show you my exact strategy for getting companies to pay me for my footage that I have already shot with my drone, which is known as stock footage. And I'll be revealing the exact amount of money I was paid and what I recommend you charge for your footage. Personally, stock footage is only a small portion of my personal income from using my drones, but hopefully this video will save you a lot of mistakes and frustration so you don't waste your time without monetary compensation for it. So let's jump into it. Now, a few months ago, before the college football national championship games, an ESPN producer contacted me to use some of my footage to promote these games. So how did this producer find me? Well, they searched for Hard Rock Stadium and found my YouTube video that I shot with my DJI Phantom 4 Pro. Now, in the bottom of the video description, I wrote, to license this video footage, send an email to management@brettcaramella.com. That's how the producer knew to contact me. So this is an example of pull marketing. So what is pull marketing? Anytime someone finds out about you through your work online or through word of mouth and contacts you, that's known as pull marketing. Whereas if I were to reach out to ESPN and ask them to buy my drone footage, that would be an example of push marketing. Both types of marketing can be effective. However, in this video, I will mostly talk about pull marketing since it applies to the example I'm discussing. In my Drone Pilot Pro course, I go into way more depth about marketing, as well as how I shot this and other videos that I will intend to license, but I'll be providing a lot of examples in this video that should help you make some money with your drone. Now, links to my Drone Pilot Pro course are in the video description below if you want to learn more about it. So let's get into the strategy that I use. I like to shoot sports stadiums because I like sports, and millions of people go to these venues and watch them on television or online each year. So my first tip is to shoot footage of a location that gets thousands, or even better yet, millions of people visiting or looking at it each year. Any type of landmark, geographical phenomenon, building, etc. that's a big tourist destination or a place where people go, it will likely have commercial value. Now, my second tip is to shoot this popular landmark or building at a time just before there's a big event there. Now, even if you don't have any YouTube subscribers, it doesn't matter, because if you make an amazing video, YouTube's algorithm will promote it to the top of page 1 in search, and if it's the newest video of that location, that'll also likely turn up on page 1 in YouTube search. So making your video as good as you possibly can and being the newest video are two ways your video can get noticed. I recently shot a video of Allegiant Stadium with my DJI Mavic 3, which you can click and watch up here. This stadium will host the Super Bowl in February 2024, so I'm sure just before that Super Bowl, media outlets will contact me to license my footage. So do some research of both popular landmarks in your city and the dates of big events at those particular landmarks, and then plan your shooting and editing accordingly. Also, make sure to check the airspaces before you fly. I use an app called Aloft, which I use to get permission from the FAA to fly near Allegiant Stadium. Now, in that particular instance, since it was close to an airport, I couldn't fly my drone up to 400 feet, though they did allow me to fly up to 200 feet in a small designated area that I requested a few weeks prior. Thus, it's always better to plan ahead and follow the FAA rules. Now let's talk about money and licensing your footage. After you planned, shot, edited, and uploaded your video, and a company reaches out to you, how much do you charge? My pricing is higher than stock websites because I'm not selling my footage in bulk and I have a business to run. So for a 3-minute video I shot with my Phantom 4 Pro in 4K in D-Cine-like mode, I charged $2,000. Now, ESPN didn't want to use the entire video, so we ended up negotiating and I agreed upon $800 for 1 minute of footage. Now, with my DJI Mavic 3, I'll charge $1,200 for 1 minute of footage shot in D-Log and $1,500 for 1 minute of footage shot in D-Log using ProRes. It's likely that you'll have to negotiate for the final price. The licensing contract I use for this ESPN deal is included in my Drone Pilot Pro course, but if you do join the course, I would recommend you have your lawyer look it over for your particular project, as I did with my own lawyer. Lastly, if you want your video to get a lot of views, it's gonna need good music. This is why I use Artlist, which has a great selection of music that you can use for your commercial projects and YouTube videos without having to worry about copyright issues. And one really great thing about Artlist is that you have licensing rights to use their music forever, even if you decide to cancel your subscription. So that's an amazing feature that a lot of music licensing companies don't have. It also allows me to find the exact song I want by searching for the mood, video theme, genre, and instrument. It also has tons of sound effects that will enhance the production of your videos. So I'll put a link below which will give you 2 months free for unlimited music licenses on Artlist site. And even if you don't use Artlist, take the time to build your own music library of songs that you like, because this will really make a huge difference for your videos. You spend all that time shooting and editing your video, why would you neglect the music? That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Links are below to the things I mentioned in this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'm Breck Yaramella, and remember, fly like a pro.